Here we go, everyone, the first history video since the Associate Producer Contest. And if you remember my last community poll, you'll know that the third place winner was CBS Kidshow, and that I said I'd make a video about that after Nick Gass and YTV. Well, I'm a man of my word, and so here it is at long last, the history of CBS Kidshow. And now, let me hand you over to the winner of the Associate Producer Contest and Medora Entertainment's new AP, Super Luigi World 27, who will be doing the narration for most of the rest of the video. Take it away, SLW27.
In 1990, the FCC introduced the Children's Television Act for controlling the amount of educational content in children's television. This would eventually result in the introduction of EI, or Educational and Forwarded, in 1996. From then on, TV stations airing kids' content would have to air at least 3 hours of educational programming a day. Different companies reacted to this in different ways, but CBS' response was to launch an entirely educational Saturday morning block called Think CBS Kids on September 13th, 1997. This block featured all live-action shows such as The Weird Al Show, Real 2000, Sports Illustrated for Kids, and the new Ghost Rider Mysteries. However, Think CBS Kids did not do well in ratings, and only 4 months after the block's launch, CBS made a deal with Nelvana to handle the programming for the block to add some variety to it. This eventually resulted in Think CBS Kids being rebranded as CBS Kidshow on October 3rd, 1998. CBS Kidshow aired an animated series from Nelvana and Scottish Television instead of live-action shows. In fact, after the rebrand, there was no more live-action shows on Kidshow at all. Instead, it had shows like Franklin, Rescue Heroes, Anatole, Birds, and Rupert. The kids' anime, The Adventures of Si Maggio, was also planned to air on CBS Kidshow, but that never happened. Some CBS affiliates ran news programs on Saturday morning, so they decided to either delay CBS Kidshow to Sunday morning or air the block early on Saturday morning. However, not all stations did this. In 2000, CBS merged with Viacom, ending nearly 30 years of the companies being apart after CBS spun Viacom off into its own company in 1971. A few months after they merged, CBS made a deal with Nickelodeon for CBS Kidshow to air more shows from Nick Jr., besides Franklin and Rupert, which were already airing on Kidshow before the deal. It was this deal that eventually led to CBS Kidshow being discontinued on September 9th, 2000, and then replaced 1 week later by Nick on CBS. If you want to learn more about that, watch Medora's video about Nick on CBS. Link is in the video description. Speaking of which, back to you, Medora.
Thanks, SLW27. Though I don't remember CBS Kidshow at all, as it had come and gone before I was even born, and the block wasn't that remarkable, it was still important, as it laid the groundwork for blocks like Nick on CBS, KOL's Secret Slumber Party, Hulopolis, and even Cookie Jar TV. So whether you watched CBS Kidshow or one of the blocks that came after, all of us have some reason to thank CBS Kidshow. Unless you never watched any CBS children's blocks, of course. I hope you all like Super Luigi World 27, as he's going to be a big part of Medora Entertainment from now on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, stay tuned.